Fu Manchu! And you probably already know, if you've seen any of my past reviews, that I'm a huge fan of Threea and Ashley Wood's Adventure Kartel line. I absolutely love them, man. And I've gotten so many of the figures over the years that it's really hard to find some of the harder to find, rarer ones that I don't have already. Well, I found one recently, and it's so rare, no one's reviewed it here on YouTube yet, so I guess it's up to me. Now, you might remember that I reviewed the following. Little Shadow, or more importantly, this version, Shadow Mode Little Shadow. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome figure. And then later on, I actually reviewed her alter ego, Cherry Shadow, otherwise known as Cherry Bomb. And you know what? This figure's pretty awesome as well, although she's very, very tall. But you know what? This character actually has a mother. That's right, the matriarch of the Shadow family. Today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the 3A Adventure Kartel Ms. Shadow Slickerice. And you know what? When this figure was first announced, she was called Mrs. Shadow. Now, this implies she's not married, so I guess she's Little Shadow's mom. I don't know, but you know what? I don't mind, because I really like that name, Slickerice. Now, the box has an Ashley Wood painting on it that it's really hard to make out what it is, and it's best if you turn it on its side like this. As you can see, there's her butt and her high heels from her legs. She's got the tattoo on her thigh right there, and if you look at the top of the box right up here, you'll see that she's actually touching an Ankau's face. Now that's pretty cool. You can see the Ankh tattoo on her shoulder, and you can see the shadow of her face, which is pretty apropos since she's a Ms. Shadow. And if you keep turning the box like I did to show you the top and show the bottom, you can actually see that the painting continues onto the bottom as well. The very top of the box is actually kind of boring in comparison. The bottom of the box has the usual warnings and labels, and this is basically saying, hey, this is not a toy, so treat it like Chucky's in the house. The bottom of the box actually has a zoomed-in picture of that painting on the front, because those are her legs right there, and it's only noticeable once you look inside the box. Along the edges, it's got more of the painting. Down below that, it's got what I assume are her tattoos, since that middle one there is on her thigh, I believe, and like the snakes are on the front of her thighs. I don't know where the bunny would be. I haven't seen that one on the figure, but we'll find out together. Now, if you look at the top of the box, that little tattoo there on her thigh, if you remove the lid and look underneath it, you'll notice that there's the same picture, so it's just a zoomed-in version. But as I said, the painting is actually all along the inside of the box as well. And it's only when you look at it, as you move it, you can see that the painting continues, and that's actually her thigh. And if you keep moving it, you'll see that her high heel is on the other side. But yep, the box is kind of plain other than this painting. The inside of the box has a little paper insert, and if you look carefully, it is very dark, but there's actually a picture there of her in the background, and that is awesome. I almost wish that picture was, on the back or whatever, on a, black and white, so that you could actually see it better. But yeah, there is a picture there. It's just really, really hard to see, and as you can see, it's got her name and the Adventure Kartel logo again. Now, when you remove that paper insert, what you find is the figure herself, and man, oh man, does she look awesome. Now, as these 3A figures, Adventure Kartel figures, go, this one's actually kind of plain. All she's really got is a tube top, and that's basically it. She's wearing a pair of heels, as you can see, and she comes with some wrist pegs, I believe, and maybe ankle pegs as well. But yeah, this is a very basic figure. Now, I think this figure was part of the AKLUB or whatever, the Adventure Kartel Club from 2016 or 2017. I don't know. I know there was supposed to be a shadow version of her that was supposed to come out too, but I've never seen that one released, or if it came out, I have no clue. But yeah, I just happened onto this figure recently, and man, oh man, am I happy, because this is a figure I didn't have. So let's pull her out of the package and stand her up. What do you say? So, here's Ms. Shadow Slickerice fresh out of the package, and man, oh man, does she look awesome. I absolutely love all of her tattoos, and the fact that her hair is covering her face all Jessica Rabbit style. And Jessica really looks like Ms. Shadow right there. But, in case you're curious, she does indeed have a full face under there, and that is awesome. Now, as you can see, she is decked out head to toe in Egyptian tattoos. She has the one on her eye, which may just be makeup, we don't know. She has a scarab beetle on her clavicle there, a little bird right there on her neck. She has the ankh down her left arm. She's got the snakes down both thighs. She has the tattoo there on her outside of her left thigh. And then I think that's it. Now, I had commented earlier how tall Cherry Bomb was. Well, this one might be a little taller because look at these Kiss-inspired shoes. Holy cow, man. Yup, this is by far the largest human figure that I have in the Adventure Kartel line. Man, oh man, that raises her up even taller than Cherry Bomb. That is awesome. Now, like I said earlier, this is a pretty plain figure because she just has this tube top right here, which really doesn't do a whole lot, to the imagination because it shows off quite a bit. And then, like I said, you can barely even see her face. And especially if you turn her this way, you can't see her face at all. But yeah, she's pretty cool. And you know what? Even if she is plain, she's got plenty of details, but she didn't come with a lot of accessories. I wish she had some bangle bracelets or something, or a necklace, or a big furry coat, or something, I don't know. But you know what? Even if she didn't come with all that, she still looks pretty awesome to me. But you know what? She has even more details on her back. So let's turn her around and look at there. She actually has some more tattoos, and that is awesome. What's cool is if you look underneath the tube top, she actually has a few more tattoos. Now, I don't normally strip my figures, but as you can see on her belly, she actually has a few more, and that is pretty cool. Oh, and just as I was adjusting her dress, I thought maybe I should look at her back. Yep, found the rabbit. It's on her butt. Hey, Alice, you can follow the white rabbit all you want. I'm following this black one. Oh, no, it wasn't. Shut up, kid. Besides, does your parents know that you're watching a video that has a doll's butt in it? Anyways, about this tube top. Now, it feels kind of like a combination of pleather and the rubber of a balloon. Seriously, yeah, when you pull it up and down, it feels really thin, and you're like, ooh, I don't want to rip this. But it also feels kind of rubbery, like a balloon. So yeah, it's the best way I could describe it. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about the details of this figure up close and take a closer look at her. What do you say? Ooh, I like that black dress. Kid, leave me alone. Okay, we cool, kid? Jeez, I can't believe all you needed was a hug. Anyways, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and starting with the details of her dress. If you look carefully, it looks like it's made out of the same material that the Hot Toys Catwoman, the Selena Kyle figure's outfit, looks like it was made out of. Man, that's pretty awesome. Now, as you can see, the top up here really doesn't do a lot to hide her
huge tracts of land.
I couldn't have said it better, although you did leave out the fact that it's really cold out there in those tracts of land. Anyways, moving up to her tattoo on her clavicle, you can see the little scarab beetle. Working our way up to her neck, you can see she's got a stork, some sort of a bird, I don't know, what crane maybe? It looks like a crane. And then up here at her face, you can see her black lips. Those look so awesome. Her little nose, and look at that Egyptian eye. That is awesome. I love how that looks. That's a lot more detail than the faces of Adventure Kartel characters usually get. That is so cool indeed. But yeah, that face looks awesome. It's almost sad that it's covered up by the hair, but you know what? It gives her character. Speaking of the hair, you can see it's all black. Don't yell at me, kid. And yeah, it's got the little Lucy curl there from Peanuts, and that's pretty cool. And then the front of it, like I said, has the Jessica Rabbit style. That's pretty awesome indeed. They really need to make a cherry version of this. That would be cool, because then we definitely have a Jessica Rabbit head. Now, turning the figure to the side to get a better view of her hair and her profile, and you can definitely see the resemblance of her and Little Shadow, and that is awesome. I really wish I could see the other side of her face, but that's okay. Like I said, it gives her character. Working our way down her neck and down to her shoulder, you'll see that Ankh tattoo right there, looking very awesome indeed. And then working our way down her forearm, you can see that it's all plain, and then it's got her hand right here. Like I said, I do wish she had some bangle bracelets, but honestly, it wouldn't be hard to add those yourself. Now, turning the figure to look at her from the right side, you can see she has no face whatsoever. Working our way down her arm again, you can see she's got no tattoo on this side, and her forearm is bare as well. And then down here, you have her hand. I do wish her fingernails were painted or something. Maybe she could have like an Ankh ring or something. But like I said, just like the bracelets, you can add those yourself if you wanted to. Now, working our way down to her thighs, you can see her snake tattoos creeping out there underneath her dress, and she's got a matching one on this side. Now, it is worth noting that this dress is the only bit of outfit you get. She's not wearing underwear, so be careful how you pose her in this dress. She has this tattoo right here on her left thigh, which her left hand seems to be covering up, and then working our way down to her lower leg, there's no details whatsoever, and we get down to these really cool elevated pumps that she's wearing, and that is awesome. I mean, check out those clear soles. That is so cool. I mean, all she's missing is a goldfish inside there, and she could be at a disco bar in the 70s. But yeah, this is pretty awesome indeed. You can see the little buckle right there. That is so cool. I think the only thing that would have made this figure cooler is the fact if she was wearing, like, you know, hose or some socks or something, so it would cover up a lot of this articulation, at least up into the knee or at least the ankle. But you know what? She doesn't need it. She looks awesome. Now, looking at the figure from behind, her hair is just black. Shut up, kid. And then down here at the bottom, you can see she's got these snake tattoos right here, looking very awesome indeed. And like I said, she has the bunny on her butt. Which I will not be pulling her skirt up and down again because I don't want to damage it. But yep, it's under there. You saw it. And then here's the back of her legs, and then the articulation at the knee, and then down here at the shoe again. And that is awesome. But yeah, I am very happy with this figure. I mean, just to get another Adventure Kartel character alone makes me happy. This figure's very basic, like I said, so there's not a lot to it. But honestly, I'm so happy with it, and I'm so happy I was able to get it. And in case you're curious, here's how she scales alongside Cherry Bomb and Shadow Mode Little Shadow. Now, she is on a stand, so it does raise her up just a little bit, but just a little tiny bit. As you can see, those shoes raise her up a lot. And remember, Shadow Mode Little Shadow is actually taller than Tommy Mission. So, yeah, she's pretty big by herself. But this is by far the largest human figure that I have in Adventure Kartel. And that is awesome. So, there's my review of the 3A and Ashley Wood Adventure Kartel Ms. Shadow Slickerice. Whoa, she's really tall, man. I have to adjust the camera. This figure is awesome, and it just makes me want a Mr. Shadow. Come on, Ashley Wood and 3A. Make him, because, man, we need him, too. If we've got a Ms. Shadow, we need a Mr. Shadow. This is so awesome. So, if you want this figure, man, it was really kind of hard to find, but I hope you can find it, because I got this one for a great deal. So, if you want it, go look for it, because she's out there. And until next time, tune in for more Food Reviews!
Cut that out! Cut that out!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Food Reviews. And I'm out!